Welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today I've actually made a little shopping list of things to do. We're not going to get through to it all today, but we've got a shopping list, and that's nice. The first thing we need to do is mineralized water has taken a massive hit. Specifically since we made plastics last episode, and we're making it out of green algae, which of course demands a lot of mineralized water, and that's kind of blowing things to pieces, which is bad. So we're going to do a couple of things to get that sorted back up. First thing I'm going to do is, I think I saw a backlog. Yeah, I did. There's a bit of a backlog going here, and that's actually caused by the slag not quite mixing properly. That should begin to fix it. Or not. Fixed it when I was testing. Alright. So, yeah, slag slurry's working, those are working. Oh, I know what I needed to do. There was another thing. Now, the thing after I'm done with my slag production is I wanted to get brown science. Okay, for that I need Invar plating, and for that I believe I need nickel. There we go. For that I need nickel. Here we go. So we're also going to need to upgrade my algae plants and assemblers just to get things moving a little bit faster. Ooh, do I dare even go to level 3 algae? You know what? I think I'm a rebellious gentleman. I think I will go level 3 algae. I'm going to need to be more rebellious than that. When you're being rebellious, you go full rebellion or no rebellion at all. What I always say. And if you're going to go full or partial rebellion, just remember the Empire's after you. And they are the superior force in Star Wars. The rebels are shit. I like to say that just to anger people. I'm just going to start off being controversial. I think that's who I am now as a YouTuber slash Twitch streamer. Just saying controversial things for clicks. It's not who I am as a person at all, but I'm going to pretend that's who I am now. And people are like, what? I can't believe you said that. Oh no, I'm so angry. And then they'll watch the videos. Is this how clickbaiting works? I'm confused how that's a legitimate strategy. Anyway, I'm not actually doing that. Oh, the C-3PO is the worst character in all Star Wars, even worse than Jar Jar Binks. Now I'm done. That's the other one that makes Star Wars fans real mad. Do I say those sort of things just to make people mad? No, a little bit. Okay. So the problem we were having is the charcoal is not being produced quite fast enough. So if we do this, we should be in a slightly better place. Okay, and we want Invar smelting. There was another problem I had actually written down. What was it? Go to the right page. Ba 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 ba. Algae and mineral water. Oh, okay, yep. So that's partly what I'm doing there. The mineralized water, that's all being stopped because of this. You know what? I probably have time to go do that while this is happening. Because while the land creation was fun, it's actually not happening at all anymore because nothing's happening anymore. That's the danger you get into when you start making too much land mass. You make nothing. So if we do a pipe from... Yeah, we're actually going to do this a little bit... Actually, we don't even need that. We need liquefiers. I think we've got spare liquefiers around. We don't, but we can make them. Ching, 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 ching. Okay, I'm going to stop making that sound, sorry. There's also something else. Ages ago, when I had too much mineralized water, I had a calcifier working away. I think it's time to get rid of that. Or at the very least, make it so it never actually fires. Okay. So I'll be changing that as well before we get onto my real fun projects of the day. We want mineralized water. Thank you very much, sirs. And we're actually going to steal it from... No, we'll just steal it from here. It's fine. And we're going to need just regular water. Well, that's not going to work for anyone, is it? Okay. There we go. That should add more mineralized water, which is exactly what we need. Now that we've produced the extra stuff that we need, we can upgrade these. Because they need to be upgraded as well. And they can probably even go to... Okay. That's probably going to do the trick now. It does appear that's sorted all our problems out, which means mineralized water is still a shortage, of course. It's not going to just immediately fix itself. But it seems like the problem is fixed here, which means more mineralized water is being put into the system. Because each one of these that gets cleaned is more mineralized water. That's good. I am a little worried about this one here as well, actually, now that I think about it. So we've got... Because I think this is doing its best, but the problem is this liquefier kind of is eating up all of the... It's literally eating up all of the charcoal. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down here because we've got a absolute surplus of carbon dioxide down here. And in fact, God, this is just an absolute rat's nest of pipes now. Like, this area is just absolutely chaotic. Okay. Gonna go this way. We're going to expand the rat's nest of pipes because I actually don't know how to fix the problem now beyond more pipes. And that just seems like a legitimate way to fix all your problems. Okay, so Invar, we've got that sorted. Brass is something else we need. Okay, and for that we need zinc. We will be making zinc hopefully today as well, but we'll see. What is this even connected to? Oh, that's sulfates. Okay. This rat nest of pipe needs to be cleaned out at some point because it is just impossible to move through it. There is no actual clean way to get through any of this. Like, yeah, okay, again, squeak through, that would help it, but, and I'll say this every episode, I haven't done it yet. One day I'll actually do it, but that day has not happened. Not today. So what do we need when we got lots of rat nest pipes? More rat nest pipes. In fact, shouldn't we have carbon dioxide around here somewhere? We do. If we... Wow, I actually thought that was going to cause a brownout somewhere, but it really didn't. If we do this and this... Okay, you're not happy about what I just did. That's fair, that's fair. Okay, so now we've got the carbon dioxide linked. And now we can make another liquefier while we're here. Just continuing to liquefy this charcoal into carbon dioxide. I did pick up a liquefier. Don't pretend I didn't. I don't know. Gaslight me. I'm trying to gaslight myself. Yeah, it's a challenge. Okay. So on hindsight, I probably didn't need to go that far down. I could have just gone over here. No, you know what? When you have a rat nest of pipes, you just keep rat nesting. Always be rat nesting. Why does that all of a sudden drop off? Because there's no actual carbon dioxide connected to it. Always be rat nesting. That's a way through. Okay, so carbon dioxide was here somewhere. There it is. It does look like it's okay now. Everything is flowing through a little bit better. That's going through. So mineralized water is probably still a bit of an issue. It is. And that's something that we probably could fix up at some point. We could probably fix it up actually a little bit by, we've got the thing here with the fluoride. You know what, we're gonna do something a bit nasty here. We're just gonna break this part of my base very slowly with a gun. Cool. Oh no, my sodium nitrate. How did this happen? While I was down there, I actually should have done something else, but screw it, we're here now. While I was down at the algae plant, I should have removed the other old calcifier, but I didn't. That's alright, we can go down there and get that in a moment. Now, how do we connect this to mineralized water? Easy, we go up this way. It looks like there's almost a plan right there. And connect that. Right. Okay, sodium nitrate. Better put that in a box. Jeez, where did that box go? We don't know. Boxes are mysterious things. I'm causing trouble for myself. Alright, so. Things are happening. These are going through a little bit faster. We just need more mineralized water, which will be making its way over there at some point. Okay, so algae is more efficient than I've ever had it before, which means I've probably got a lot of charcoal being made. Yeah, charcoal's fine. Okay, so now next step, we're gonna get Invar. Now, Invar is gonna be a pain. Because Invar, get this right first, is nickel and steel. Now, nickel, we have a lot of it. You may recall that we're getting that from, well, this element right here, the ruberite. I know it's not probably how you say it. Rubite. Add some extra letters, close enough. So the rubite is making a lot of nickel. We have nickel from before when we were making rubite pieces. The steel, on the other hand, while being relatively easy to make, is going to be problematic because we need iron. What I might do, I might siphon off some of this. Actually, is there another way to make iron? That's probably a good question. Make steel, rather. The steel bars, we currently have one way to make them. There's ways to make more molten steel using silicon, which, I mean, that's not a bad idea for later, because we do have a lot of silicon. That's actually not a bad idea for later at all. But we just need raw steel bars, which is just iron. So what we're going to do, so I don't think we want to put too many more trains down this way. So that gives me a perfect place to siphon off some of this iron and run out of sand. Oh, 98 sand, that's exactly the amount that we needed. It's not even close. Okay. So what we could do is we could... Heck, I mean, do we just pull the steel off this belt? Because this is never going to be my final steel production. We're going to need much more steel in the future. So for now, what we're going to do is what we did originally. And we're going to just bring these steel bars up and around. Now I know that's probably okay because iron does tend to back up every now and then. The only reason it's not backed up right now is because of the massive deficiency of words. Sorry, for some reason I thought saying burr would be like sufficient, instead it was just weird. So, nickel. Now if I remember rightly, nickel is actually going to be a pain. Because to make nickel ingots we need carbon monoxide. Really? I mean, that's actually not too difficult now I think about it. It's just getting sulfur, carbon dioxide and turning into carbon monoxide. Okay, so we've made carbon dioxide easier to make, so that's probably good. So, blast furnace, we're going to need those. And for a change, we actually don't have enough stuff for blast furnaces. So Invar is not going to be an element we need a ton of. Like, let's just check up Invar real quick. So Invar is useful. It's used for a lot of weapons things. It's used for some constructions. But ultimately, you never need a ton of Invar. Although, this is irrelevant. I'm just curious now. When we get to space travel, shielding, does that need... Okay. Oh, it's only 3,000. 3,000 is nothing. Okay, so we don't need a ton of it. We need it, but we don't need shit tons. What else can nickel be turned into? Bronze? Nickel? I don't think nickel is actually used for much. That's actually going to be something we need more of, but right now we don't. So nickel is one of these things that can be used to make other things. It's kind of not a byproduct, but okay, that's fine. We don't need to worry about it, is what I'm saying. So we shouldn't need a ton of Invar. We do need a lot of it though, at least for now. So blast furnace. So we've got 2 blast furnaces, then we need to induct it together, which is going to be some steel, which we have plenty of steel. I mean, do until we start stealing it to making the stuff, but it's alright. Induction furnace. And then casting, I suppose. Okay, so blast furnace. I'm not too worried about building out here because nothing else is really going to come down here. Oh yeah, we needed the carbon monoxide. Okay, we've got carbon dioxide over here-ish, I believe. That's easy enough to make carbon monoxide. Look at that, carbon dioxide right there. It's almost like it was planned. I love saying that, almost like it was planned, because people think, oh, it's like he did plan it and he's just being humble. No, no, he's just lucky sometimes. Leave a bit of a room there. Okay, good. So, and you know what we can do? We can steal the... Oh, let's just steal things. That's not going to be a problem for me later, I guarantee it. Now, carbon monoxide. I need hydrogen gas as well. Alternatively, I could just use carbon and purified water, which may actually be easier than what I'm doing now. Because the charcoal's right there, you can just turn that into carbon with a couple of liquefiers and a boiler. Okay, let's just not make more rat nest pipes. Just get rid of that now before I start thinking it's useful for later. I could have left it there and just had that resource there, but I'm like, no, I would just start going, oh, well, while it's here, might as well. Okay, electric boiler, and we're going to need another liquefier. Okay. Liquefier? How do you make carbon? You don't make carbon out of a liquefier, do you? I don't feel like you do. You do! And water, which can come from down here. Yeah, we're just carrying some sodium nitrate around. We're keeping a lot of things around me, which is kind of fun. Where is that liquefier? There is so much stuff in the inventory. I am so glad this search bar exists. I would not be able to do anything without it. I would be absolutely useless without it. I mean, one would argue I'm kind of useless with it, but that'd be mean. Please don't. Okay. That's not going to go far enough. We will actually build from here. Okay, so we got this pump. Let's build one across, I suppose. Right. Oh, we should be researching the next thing, which is brass. Gunmetal is completely useless, so we never need that. All it's good is for nothing, actually. Hang on, can I make carbon monoxide this way? No, I don't have the technology for it. Okay, cool. Change research. And if I'm going to change research, I'm probably going to need research being done faster right now. So we can speed that up a bit. What are we not having? Because right now I would just love to have research just a little bit faster than it's currently being done. I'll grab some copper. I feel like that's needed. What am I missing? Lab automation, the splitters. Why don't I just grab the splitters? I mean, I make them. And I just need more basic circuits. Okay. I might as well make 3 more of these while I'm here. Sand has run out, so that's going to be an interesting choice of things to try and do right now. I believe there's a stockpile of sand near here. That's right, over here. There's 1,000 sand there, that's enough. About the time I'm done with this, I should actually have needed to not do any of this. But that's cool. That's an efficient use of one's time. Okay. I'll make one more of these, and then I'll just build the rest in my inventory while it's just chilling out. Yeah, see, I didn't need to do this. If I was just a bit more patient, it would have been done on its own eventually. Patience is not something I have time for. Okay, good. Now back to what I was making, which was brass. While I'm here, I'm going to need some of those. Everything else of my getting around things is good. Okay, don't need carbon dioxide, we literally need carbon monoxide. There it is. And we need purified water. Do we have cooling towers yet? Probably not. No, we don't. Okay, how do we get cooling towers? Is that something even within my... Oh, it's something I was actually getting close to. Ooh, 250 science. Okay, it's going to take me a second. That's alright. I'm not going to do that weird thing again. I'm just going to let it happen. Okay, carbon monoxide. Sorted. And we're going to need that stuff. While it's in a box, I think I'm going to leave it in the box for now. Nickel is a very unusual thing, and it is mysterious. Cooling solutions are coming through. We're at 60%. Something I just remembered I didn't actually do, so it gives me an excuse to go back down there and place those things. I never got rid of that calcifier I was worried about. So let's do that. And we might as well place these 2 extra research stations. I mean, I built them. I like how they've all got names. I believe that's from people who kickstarted it or something. I don't know if I'm supposed to have one named after me. I didn't kickstart it, but I did like early adopt it. I don't know if I paid the level that should have got it for me. Doesn't really matter. I don't need the fame. Okay. I was told today on YouTube that I was placing my wind turbines wrong, and they're absolutely correct. I am and was, because as you've probably seen, I did an introduction to what I was doing on YouTube, just because if people wanted to know what SeaBlock was, I didn't want them to just be watching huge long videos hoping I'd eventually tell them what the hell I was doing. So it's down there. So I made an intro to that, and someone came along and said, hey, look, place wind turbines so they're separated. And I was like, you know, that's absolutely valid advice. But I'm also well past that now, so it's not too big a deal, hopefully. I mean, I was saying there was no wind turbines being used, but look at that, we're making almost a megawatt of wind turbine power, so I guess they are still being used. Which is exciting. You know, a megawatt of wind power. It's the only clean power we'll use. The only time we'll actually build solar power is just to get the... Wait, that's not where that needs to go at all. Just move that up a bit, please. Thank you. Alright, just gotta fix that, because it turns out I was trying to put water in the steam vent, and that don't do shit. I do still need to actually have... I love electric boilers, they are my favorite thing. Like, I don't want to have to deal with the madness of getting water. There you go, just got steam now. Congratulations. You now own a multi-billion-dollar company. Doesn't work quite that way. What do I need for that? I probably have everything I need for that. Okay, so back to getting nickel. Probably should power that, otherwise I ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, that's gonna make my nickel bars, which is good. And then we get the induction plates. Induction plates? No, that's for cooking. The hell am I talking about? Okay, we get the induction, and we're gonna have that go like that. And then we're gonna have this come down into the main belt area. I don't know if it's something that needs to go on the belt, but it will. Invar. As I said, Invar is going to be one of those things that is not super useful, but when you need it, you need it. It's used specifically for weapons research and heating things, or things that get hot. So, you know, neat things. If I build it one more up, I gotta save that, but whatever. And then what I might do is do a couple of casters. Yeah, just like that, I guess. Actually, no, I have them in a row. Why not? And then we've got Invar created, which is one more thing that we need. Then we need to figure out brass, and then we've got everything we sort of need for the weapon science packs, which would be very exciting. Okay, so now we're just waiting for that cooling solution. Do we have enough of everything to do that? Clay, steel, probably don't have the steel for it because we do tend to use steel pretty quickly. And science is actually doing, I was about to say science is doing really well, but it looks like we've run out of green science again. I don't think we're making it quite fast enough, especially for this new world that we've created. It'd be easy enough to create more just because we can expand out this way. And that may be something we do very soon. But they're going alright. Why not? While we're looking at it. Doesn't hurt to prepare. We can even do... Okay. We'll probably come back to that. We'll place these down and then we'll head off. Because I always like to leave a job half finished, so that way you feel good about it coming back to it. When you come back to it, you're like, oh, guess I'll just do this. And you're like, your brain goes, good job, you finished something. And it's like, yeah, but I didn't really do it properly in the first place. Yeah, but you came back. And I admire that about you. And you're like, yay, I admire myself. And that's just good to hear. You know, because it's better than you saying you never do anything right. You're just like, well, got there. Good job. Okay, and that's going to make my carbon monoxide, which will make my nickel, which will make my nickel or my Invar, and then we have Invar plating. We did it. We made something today, and that only took us half an hour. All right, well, we did other things too. It's like I looked at the time and I was like, that was not great time to get that done. That's all right. So we'll get that onto the main bus. This is the tier 2 bus. And right now we're working on strain casting because that's the first thing that came into my head when I was clicking things, because we really need brass, not strain casting. Okay. Another thing completed. Oh god, it looks just like steel. That I really wish they weren't sitting right next to each other, but they are, and there's no reason to be sad about it because you can't change it. One thing I might do at some point is this here area here, while it'll still be making my reds and greens, it'll actually turn into a train depot to move the reds and greens elsewhere. Because eventually this area is just going to be completely inundated because it's inside the starter base area, and the starter base area is just mayhem to get anything there. So, brass, next thing. Moving on. We need brass. Now, we're not going to do it out of copper, lead, and zinc. Wow, we need zinc. That's what we needed. Okay, so how do we get zinc? Well, zinc, we're going to need lead ingots for that, but that's all right. We can do that manually. Okay, zinc is made in one of two ways, either made of jovelites or bobmonium. Bobmonium? I like bobmonium, because it does produce two new elements that I haven't got at the moment, which is cobalt and zinc. Zinc, of course, being the one I need. And we will be looking at that as soon as we've confirmed how the elemental construction is going, the elemental construction? The elements are not being constructed well right now. It looks like there's still a bit of slowdown. Is it still due to mineralized water? A little bit, yeah. Okay, so But not entirely. No, it is still due to mineralized water. Mineralized water is still just too slow production. But what I might do is this over here is releasing crushed stone. Now we have another way to get mineralized water over there, so I might send some of that extra stone to any stone bricks. Okay. So I might send some of that stone to go and make mineralized water. Because while having all the sand is great, we do not have mineralized water. The sand's irrelevant. I mean, honestly, I think we're probably making stuff better in other places now. So what we could do, could we dare? Is there another thing using mineralized water around here? No, there's not. Okay, maybe I will leave that one right where it is. You're lucky today. I just took a bunch of... I took a bunch of iron and was like, yeah, that's enough. And it actually was. I'm surprised that that worked. Okay, and brass producing. I don't know if we need other brass things right now. What's that? Brass out of copper and tin and zinc. No, I think brass out of just copper is fine for now. And then I think we want to start planning for our next project, which is fish. I didn't click the button. I can't spell fish. We'll get there, people. We will get there. Okay, so that's probably going to be not going to be a project for a little while, but we're at least preparing the science for it now. So we still need more mineralized water. So we're going to build. I'm not buying anything. So build that. Mineralized water. Now the plan is if it doesn't need that much water, it just won't consume that much water. Okay, let's just do this. I wonder if this works this way. I guess we'll find out. Not really. Didn't like it at all, did it? Oh! No, it didn't like it at all. Okay, so sorry, I'm just playing around now. Do this? Yeah, okay. Then I've got my extra space to get water. I just didn't want to build another pump, you know? It's just so expensive to build. It's one of the cheapest things in the game, and I'm like, no! I don't want to build another thing. I'm a spoilt child. Alright. Let's keep going. Okay, and that should be giving me slightly more mineralized water. I mean, not a lot actually, but you know, I think every 100 or so will help, so it'll get there. Now we've made Invar. Okay, brass. And to get brass, we needed to build more crystallizers. So we got some crystallizers, which is nice, but we're going to need a lot more. So basic circuit boards appear what we need right now. with one of my projects, I'm going to be making more wood, and if I make more wood, then I can actually start really producing some of these circuit boards, because I'm going to need a lot of them real soon. Can I just favorite that, please, so I stop forgetting what I keep needing to make? Stone blocks, okay. Now I know there's a chest around here that probably has stone blocks on it. Why is it kind of empty now? Yeah, I think I stolen all the stone blocks out of it, more or less. Which is fine. I mean, that's why I put them in a box. So 8. Build some more, please. Iron plates. Got it. Just do that. Good. Okay, that's probably more crystallizers than we need, but you know what they say. Better you have more than less. And will that actually fit up there? I think it will. I mean, I was thinking build it up here, but I mean that bit, despite the rat's nest of pipes going straight through it. No, it won't. No. Let's build up here. Let's build where we've got space. Let's not be... There's no reason to be economical about space when you've got literally infinite space. Also, there's worms. It's unrelated, but still worthy of note. Alright, this new sand will be useful. And there's rail on sides of it, so that's good. What are we avoiding here? Ah, possibly the wastewater. We're avoiding the wastewater if we weren't using it, and that we're avoiding the saline water if we weren't using it. Yep, those are good voids. Those are both excellent voids. Now, wait. Oh my goodness. Say it ain't so, sir. There is one here that has been round the wrong way forever. In fact, there's 2 of them. Wow, how did I never see that? Well, that's fine. Our resource production is now increased more than we knew would have been needed to. We didn't get the crushers. That's alright, one thing at a time. That's good. I wasn't working on anything at that moment, so it's absolutely fine that you interrupt me. Getting sassy. Okay, and of course we will need to change the resource these are producing, because these should not be producing ruberite, they should be producing bobmonium, or however the heck you say it. I'm going to say bobmonium. Now, that mini will be producing the equivalent of nothing on the belt. Make sure it's pointing the right direction. Little trick. I was looking at what I needed for construction bots, and a lot of this work that I'm doing now is actually required for them, which I thought was quite funny. I thought construction bots were not needing quite this much stuff, but it turns out they absolutely need this sort of thing. So, ore crushers and flotation cells. Now, ore crushers, they require... What do they need? Stone. Just stone, mostly. I do have 2. Actually, 2's enough. And I've got an ore sorting facility. Oh, okay, you know what? So all I need is the flotation. But it's not called flotation, it's called flotation. I don't know why. Okay, so that's just going to need steel. Okay, so the Invar is built up. Cool. I don't know if I needed quite that much. You know what? I don't know if I needed that much Invar, but having it there for when I need it is good. Okay, so flot. We're going to do 4 of those. We're gonna just do the same thing that I did above. I probably don't need to because like I imagine this other one would produce a lot more resources if I really went on it, but quite frankly, I don't think I need to go too crazy. I just need to make it happen. Okay, so let's change this now before we start accidentally producing the wrong thing. Because while that would be funny, that would be frustrating. And if I copy things, I really should just take out the power poles because I'm never happy where they are. Or what they are. I just can't accept power poles for what they are. Meh. Meh, meh. And we're going to keep using reds because reds are more efficient. And we're going to need purified water, but I don't think purified water is a problem. I believe we've got a lot of purified water elsewhere. Keep doing that. Let's work on fish breeding, which is a sentence that I don't particularly like me saying. Guys, I'm working on fish breeding now. See? Didn't feel good saying that. My parents would be so proud. Oh no, I've got an odd number of pipes. Shit, it's happened again. Oh well. Okay, and it's trying to make the wrong one again. Let's make the right one. Okay, because we gotta have some brown. And sulfuric wastewater. Now, sulfuric wastewater is actually... That's an interesting one. I don't actually need more sulfur. But we've done this, played this game before. I am gonna get rid of it. But if I need it later, I can always go back for it. And that's what I'm going to tell myself. But I can always go back for the sulfuric wastewater. Why do I have an odd number of pipes? It upsets me. Okay, and the crushed stone, of course, is all going to be used for... geodes. I forgot about geodes. Geodes are going to be a bit of a problem. No, they're not. I'm just going to crush them and put them back into the circle of life and use the crushed stone to make more mineralized water. There we go, circle of life. Boom! Kill the lion, problem solved. Circle of life. That's not how the Lion King goes. Although I would love it if that was how Scar responds. I have a plan. Kill the lion, crush it into dust, boom, problem solved. It's a very different story if you do that. I mean, you thought Mufasa's death was sad. Wait until they literally crush a baby lion. That's a dark story now. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer, and where do we feature? You're crushing it into dust. Like, literally? Oh, yes. And Simba, too. Great idea. Who needs a whole lion? Oh, Disney, call me. Crush lions into dust, please. It's okay. It's not like animal cruelty if other lions are doing it. I just want to make that clear. Like, if I was doing it, animal cruelty. If a lion is doing it, that's just the circle of life. They don't tell you that in the song. Alright, so that's enough of talking about crushing lions. No, it's not. It really isn't. Alright. Composure. Holy shit. Okay. I composed myself. I always swear, whenever I say I've composed myself, there's always that one last snicker, like, hee, crushing lions. No, no more. My wife would know. When I say no more, I mean like maybe once more. But no, we're done. So anyway, while that's been happening, we have actually been getting some work done, so that's good. We'll actually get the water from here. It's probably easier. Looks like we're almost out of pipes as well, which is trouble. What? I don't have. Anyway, you know what? We'll use these stone ground pipes because, I mean, let's be honest, nothing else uses stone pipes. Okay. So we'll go get some pipes. Almost hit by a train. Hasn't happened yet. It'll happen. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean I'm not going to die by a train one day. Okay, so we need new pipes. We need... Probably get rid of that. Can I just chuck that in somewhere, please? You know what? Let's clear the inventory while we're here. Don't need those. I literally just gave up those. Don't need those. Don't need those. Just yellow things. I don't want any yellow things, please. Grey things. I mean, if I didn't want yellow things, grey things are definitely out of order. Out of line, rather. Okay. So. Science is still coming along. How's SeaBlock trucking along? Look, it's going fine. Thanks for asking, Dark Rail. How you doing anyway? I was here for a reason. What was I here for? I needed pipes. Look, SeaBlock is trucking along. We are making Invar. We are now working on getting brass, and then we can get our weapons science going. So that's what we're working on right now. And we are not crushing lions. No, you know what? That's amused me too much. We're crushing lions. The new version of Lion King. Oh, how's that going for you? Was it filled with biters like that clip that I saw once? I hope not. That was terrifying. Oh, awesome. Is it much work to get the resources back to the main planet? I played that mod for like an hour and then I just never went back to it. So I'm very interested on it. Oh, okay. I assume threat level 0 is pretty harmless. I mean, by this very nature of what it's called. I always like it if it's threat level 0 and it's the most terrifying place you've ever seen, though. Hang on. if you use delivery cannons, how are you going to get back there, though? Like, because you're on this new planet, I assume. Oh, it's the ideal planet. Yeah, so that's good. If you're on the planet, delivery cannons are good, but you're still on the planet. Oh, okay. I thought the rocket was like a one-use sort of deal. Okay, that does make a lot more sense then. Okay, we got mineral sludge. Oh, things are actually being made. That's good. Oh! Aha! Clever. Take two rockets. Boom. Science can't explain that. Okay, so we should be seeing some things, except they're all backwards. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, then we're going to split the red geodes to the side. Are they just called red geodes? They don't have a fancy name. Cool. The red geodes are then going to be crushed like a lion. I need stone. I was saying that before, and then I just didn't pick up more stone, and now I actually need it. Yeah, that's fair. Like, you want to make sure your rocket's not going crazy. How'd your oil go? I know you were worried about that for a while. Managed to get that sorted? Or did you just build more oil? And I think I get another liquefier as well. I don't already have one. I don't, so that was iron. Easy enough. Yeah, well, that's fair. I respect that. No one said going to space was easy. Oh, is it an oil planet? Oh, geez. I can't help but make the joke, but America wants to know your location of this planet. Although I don't think America cares that much now that, you know, oil prices tanked. I don't know if they ever recovered. I don't drive a car, so I don't know what happened there. A volcano planet? Hell yeah. All you need to do now is find an ice planet and you're like 2/3 of the way through a 90s platformer. Okay, good. Then I need the crystal dust, which I'm going to bring back down here. Actually, what do I just bring the sulfuric acid up? Bring the sulfuric acid up. Oh, so there is an ice planet. Okay, cool. Well, congratulations on your successful character platformer. Because that's all you need, man. If you have a ice planet and a fire planet, I don't know what the last one is. Probably a grass world. Actually, I've also named Star Wars planets there, so and a desert world. um, water planet. That's true. The water planet's always the worst. Ah, fuck! I just realized I'm doing the water planet. Ugh. Yeah, that's true. Water levels are always the worst. And then I'm playing SeaBlock, which is just a big water level. I hadn't made that connection. Okay, sulfuric acid going that way is not going to be helpful. I don't know why water levels are always so bad, but they are always atrocious. Like, why did they do this? Actually, ice levels are always annoying, but just because you always slip and slide everywhere. And if the game doesn't have like really good controls, it just makes it feel really mushy. You just have a bad time. That is true too. Yeah, it's just a sluggish experience, like sluggish movement. Or like, Mario. Okay, everyone loves Mario. Mario's good. Good game. No one's going to argue with me on this, I hope. But when they go to that water level, the one where he swims, it's like, just play Flappy Bird to swim, really? And yes, I know Flappy Bird wasn't a thing then, but it is what you're doing, essentially. Just press A as fast as you can, or whatever button it is, I can't remember. I never actually really played original NES, but, just play Flappy Bird. Just get your Flappy Bird on. That's all it is. Pick up, drop. Drop. Okay, so now we've got some resources that I have to deal with. Wonderful. I did this to myself. Okay, the volcano planet. Water? I assume it's water because the water would just evaporate. Is that the joke we're going for? Or not joke, but the realization we're going for here? Please tell me you don't need water for something. Oh, no. Really? Oh. I am so sorry. Oh, that's tragic. I love it. I mean, you have to now. Like, that's all you can do is just ship back the crushed stuff because... Oh, that's just going to be more expensive for you as well. I mean, I'm just going to say stuff that's just going to make you sadder because you know all this. That explains why I've got odd numbers of things. I got a stone pipe and I got a copper pipe. So why was I coming down here? Because I needed landfill. Okay, we're doing that again, are we? I'm annoyed that I can't put like different types of liquids together to merge them. It's got to be the ingots. Because the liquids are so much easier to transport than ingots. Mineralized water does seem to be doing a little better now, so that's good. Like, not perfectly great, but it's certainly doing better. Okay, we don't need those right now. Brass processing. That is disappointing. I mean, can you make water another way? Like, can you do the oxygen hydrogen thing? No, because the oxygen hydrogen thing is with the water, isn't it? That's H2O. Okay, well that works. You can let me guess, but you need water to construct the thing. You need vulcanite to construct it from the atmosphere. Please tell me that's not the case. I mean, maybe. I guess water could be in the air. Like, I mean, if it's vapor, the vapor would still be in the atmosphere. So it's possible. Well, I mean, you could become a moisture farmer on Tatooine, I suppose. That's a thing. Wait, hold on. That logic implies that some atmospheres are not breathable. No water. Well, shit. That sucks. That makes sense, I suppose. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to probably... You know what? Here's a good place to do the old switch. Not quite there. Oh, there we go. It happened. Got hit by a train. Hey Gotrek, how you doing? That's our first death. First death by train, 30 hours in. 31 hours. Don't know why I'd stop to look at things on a train track, but there you go. I love the sound it makes when you die. Like, I don't know if it was intended, but it does sound a little bit like a horn, like horn from a train. Okay, well, that's the first death of many. Oh, fantastic. Good to hear. You doing with puffers yet? I love puffers. Do I love them just because of the noise they make? Absolutely. Uh, okay, so have the train come up this way. And then also I want to be able to connect that train. Oh, go radars too, even though we're not building radars yet. I saw the train coming and I wasn't quite sure where I was standing, so rather than check where I was standing, I was like, I'm just going to move a little bit just to be on the safe side. Yeah, once hit by a train, twice shy, as they say. Oh, it's good to have you here. It always is. So, now that we've got some stuff, it's time to start splitting it. How do we do it down here? Oh, we did the old double splitter thing to go outwards. Okay, that's good. I like that double splitter thing. And then we're gonna go, you know what, slag? We know where slag can go, so we'll just get that done now, actually. I know it's the least important thing, but I was like, I know where slag go. Slag go down there. Put slag in place. Slag go in house. Slag house. Slag is on the opposite side of the belt. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Slag is in its house. Barrels of water. Barrels are one of an interesting thing. Like, I like them every now and then, but I'm just like, you could just use pipes. Pipes are good. I guess you can't. Can you put liquids in the ship? I know that could be a silly question, but Okay, so we've got slag is fine, tin, that's going to need a station. And they have a dumb name. It's not station, it's stop. I mean, in some ways, that's kind of colonization of space. You know, you just shoot it where you need it, and space is colonized. Okay, so tin. Then we've got to worry about silicon, which honestly can probably go to the same place that tin's going to go. That makes sense to be next. And then cobalt. No, then zinc, because that's actually why we're doing this. And cobalt can go in a chest. For now. I mean, if it's on a volcano planet, all you're doing when doing that is just adding liquid to the planet, possibly cooling it down, at the very least making it a more wet place. The wet place. Alright, so. And that should also be making more of that good old-fashioned stone and mineralized water. Why is that not coming through? Because it's got no pipe. Okay, so tin is a pretty simple one to take down. And then I guess we're gonna swing it around into here. That might actually be your best answer. Oh, I forgot about those worms. We've got to deal with those worms now, I think. Oh, they're mad. They're real mad. Okay, I got grenades. Let's do this safely. There's no safe way to do this! I need plasma turrets. Why are we doing this? I've got to kill the worms so I can make plasma turrets, but I can't make plasma turrets without killing the worms. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, my keyboard's going red. That's cool. I love this keyboard. Ow. Okay, we're getting there. There's like 3 worms left. And the spit's starting to dissolve. Why can't I use this spit to, like, build stuff? That seems like a absolute loss of ideas. If Kiwi Hawk comes on later, I'm going to suggest it to him. I know it's probably not something he can do, but I'm going to suggest it anyway. Kiwi Hawk, I want to make sulfuric acid out of spit. I don't think that's something that's actually possible. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. There is no train fuel here, also known as charcoal, so probably need to get something like that up here at some point. Train fuel, good for your train. Alright, so train stops. Or stations I like to call them. Oh sweet, I got another pistol. Maybe I should just put the pistols wherever I die to remind myself where it happened. I'm just worried about how many pistols will end up in some places. Okay, so... Yeah, no, I like that idea. Where did I die? I died like around here. The waste of resources I know, but... I was standing like here. And the pistol goes in there. It's like those crosses they put on the side of roads when someone dies there. Except... it's not even an except, it's literally what I'm doing. Except, you know, usually those people don't come back because that's not how life really works. Sadly. I just got really sad and morbid all of a sudden, I'm sorry. Right to crushing lions. Alright. So that's the tin. I'm going to call this the correct name. It's not John Fitzpatrick. It is tin ore pick. And then we want to do a very similar thing. A little memorial garden, that'd be nice. I think that's really sweet. Not sure. Dang it. I was afraid I'd done this. Okay, well. I'm just using sand for everything, so sand garden. Oh, right, of course, I forgot. There's actually literal gardens. Well, I can't really do that until I get my fish, so maybe that's coming. That's a good idea, though, actually. I like that. Cute. Okay, that's my silicon. I thought you meant like a garden, like actually doing some land work, and I'm like, it's a bit too much. We've all had fun with a joke, but that's too much of a joke. Silicon or pick. And concrete. Well, we're going to need that at some point. We don't have enough gardens for that yet, but yeah, you know what? I love that idea. And then this is the zinc, the real reason I'm doing all of this, and I've run out of belts. Okay. Cobalt, of course, is going to be needed fairly soon. We've got lots of Invar, though. So belts are down... I literally walked past them. Cool. Okay, and we'll pick up a stack of these. Any stack of these? No, not yet. We'll grab 2 stacks of fast inserters. Mineral sludge does seem to be a little bit happier now. Mineralized water still short, but that's okay. Righto then. And that is zinc or pickup. Okay, so that is that done. Now we need zinc to be in a train. Now we also need the copper ore actually. Where the hell are we going to put the copper ore? This is actually a bit of a problem because the copper ore is inside the base. Unless we're making the zinc on site, which we could. We actually could do the zinc on site in the same way that we've done the Invar. Okay, how much brass do we need? Brass... Only automated storage, that could be a problem, but that's quite late on. Oh, it just gets worse for you, doesn't it? Brass wheels. Brass wheels are something that I'm going to need a bit of. Okay, so brass is like a T3. Yeah, it's a T3 thing. How to get... Okay, so I think I am just going to make the brass on site. Going to be a little bit more of a pain. No, I can do this. I can take it from there and go... Okay, so we don't actually need the zinc in the train. Do we? Maybe we'll make the zinc here. Because then it can join up with the belt fairly easily. Yeah, okay, we'll make the zinc here. Which isn't actually too far from itself, but I don't think it needs the train. That's what I'm saying. We'll just belt it. Yeah, and this stuff isn't actually too hard to make either. Yeah, we can just belt this. Okay. You plan. We're just belting it. Which does mean we have like a train not used. You know what? Why even have a train station called not used? Just delete it. Do I want to use my fancy red belts for this, or would I just... Greys would probably work just fine, honestly. We don't need speed for this, we just need it done. I know I like to use red belts for everything, but honestly, a lot more resources for something that doesn't need to be fast. Probably need more than that, but that's okay. Like, I don't even think we need too much zinc. I like the word zinc, though. It's a good word. While I was there, I probably should have picked up the blast furnace. Well, actually, what do I need for zinc? I assume it's a blast furnace like everything else. I also need some lead, oddly enough. I need a chemical furnace. Well, I'm glad I checked. There's no way in heck I've got the ingredients for a chemical furnace. Oh, I do. Well, that was lucky. Okay, I'm also going to need some lead, so I will still need a blast furnace for that. The way I'm going to do the lead, because the lead sort of turns into ingots, and then it gets turned into zinc fluid, which is not what it's officially called, but it's what I'm going to call it. Okay, so and it's needing oxygen as well, which that's not a problem as well. Okay, and then we need a blast furnace to deal with the carbon problem. It's not a carbon problem, it's... Oh gosh, that's going to output sulfur dioxide. Oh, they both output sulfur dioxide, and they both need oxygen. All right, well, whatever. And no, it needs to be an induction. That's the wrong one to build. While that's happening. Come on, Zinc. Come on. Don't stand on the train tracks. Very dangerous. You get killed. Again. Yeah, I've actually got a little book that I keep. It's a little notebook. So right now I've got, in order, fixed algae and mineral water, done that. Creation of brown science, working on it. Fish, that's next. Then red circuits, then robots. That's what's in my book. So if I ever forget what I'm doing, I tend to look at my book and then I ignore it because that's the way I roll apparently. Okay, so we need a little bit more land, and also we need to go grab like a few lead ingots, and they'll just reuse themselves, which is actually pretty handy. It really is just needed to get them started. So where are my lead ingots? They're down here, aren't they? You know what? No, you know what? You know what? I gotta train for this. I gotta train for this. I don't need to walk. Train. How many trains do we have now? I don't imagine we've got too many. We got 5 trains. All right. Okay. Put that on manual. And I probably don't need that many. 13 probably is enough. But, let's check that. 6. No, I'm going to need 24. Okay. 24 will be enough. Yeah, I honestly think half the thing on doing SeaBlock is just trying to stay focused on a single task, and it is near impossible. I respect just how godforsakingly difficult it is to just do one thing. Because it's tricky. Because it's always like, oh, I just need to get this done, and then I'm done. No, wait, I needed to do this before I even did that. No. Which is why the books really help me out. Okay, so then we put our lead in there. And then also we need to put the lead back in there once it's done being lead. I need to learn how to use Hellmod. I just got so confused by the numbers. I was like, you know what? This is for smarter people than I. It's so funny when you zoom out, you just realize, oh, you could have just gone down like 2 bits and you would have been done. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's probably a bigger problem for you, honestly. I mean, no offense, but remembering that volcano planets won't have water, that does sound like a bigger problem. Yeah, I mean, I looked at that and then I was like, I don't know. It's probably fine. I just didn't want to do it right when I was playing around with it. I think it's like many of these things that have like a lot of numbers. If you're not in the mood for it at that exact moment, you will not succeed. You'll just be like, "Bah, don't know, don't care." That's how I am anyway. So we don't need a lot of zinc, but we need to have it. So let's just get the zinc ready. We're going to need another flare stack, I think. One for the nitrogen, one for the sulfur dioxide. And a chemical plant to turn it into a delicious oxygen. That probably could have stayed there. I didn't need to delete it just because it wasn't quite on the path I wanted it. I've been playing Satisfactory lately, just because I wanted to play Factorio, but I didn't want to stream because it was outside my normal hours. So, yeah, I know, right? But yeah, it's fun. It, it's fine. That's kind of where my in conclusion goes. It's fine. I don't think it's as good as Factorio. I like the 3D aspect of it. But at the end of the day, if I want to play Factorio, I should just be playing Factorio, you know? Uh, but it's good. I was getting frustrated with the truck because I really liked the idea of the truck, and then it just sort of didn't do anything. Like I couldn't figure out how to make it automated. It is a cool idea of how you make it automated, that you've actually got to drive it to the place you want to go. I thought that was kind of neat, but then I couldn't figure out how to make it drop off stuff, and then I was like, you know what? Much like Hell Mod, I think I'm done for the day. And I just stopped playing it, and I went back to Crusader Kings. Which then I realized it wasn't on Iron Man mode, so I wasn't gonna be any achievements. And I said to myself, I don't care about achievements, but I want them. And so that was another failure. Hey. I really should try out the new Disco Elysium game, since it's been enhanced for voice acting, because I liked Disco Elysium. I just didn't get very far in it. I mean, I got all right through it, but I could have gotten further, you know? I just really want to play the game like just a really aggressive police officer and just punch everything. Just because Kuno, really. And then I thought, well, if you're gonna punch Kuno, if you're gonna punch a child, just keep punching, you know? That's sort of my life philosophy. Okay, so we need copper now. That's not my life philosophy. I just want to make that real clear real quickly. My philosophy isn't just my philosophy isn't punch a child and just keep punching. To be fair, if you've played any Disco Elysium and you've met Kuno, you know he's an obnoxious little shit. Like the two over by that area are just the worst children. Now, I'm not a fan of children normally anyway, so I want to get that out of the way before people thinking, actually, hang on, this isn't sounding good for me no matter how I word it. But my point is, he's a little shit. And I thought, well, there's probably an option to punch him, and there is. But I thought, if you can punch him, who else can you punch, you know? And then I thought, you know what, police violence, I mean, it's a bad thing, but video games, right? You can do what you want. So anyway, that's where my thought process is going there. Uh, Sometimes I wonder if I should stream when I'm just playing other games rather than just doing the Factorio stream, but I don't know. I feel like I don't need to do that. think that's a bit excessive. I like to stay on brand and just play Factorio. Like I really care about my brand. I mean, I do a little, I guess. No, I don't. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm sorry. But yeah, every now and then I think I should stream other stuff during the day, where I might get more people viewing. But at the same time, I'm like, well, but it's not what I'm here for. Like I do card games and I do other stuff. So card games, empire building. It's literally in the bio. I've been working on that the last couple of days. I am very not proud of it, but it's something. It's better than what it was, which was a completely blank about me thing. I thought, well, you know, as long as you got something there, right? I just realized I didn't need to put Invar on the belt. I could have just done it with the casting machine. Well, we put it on the belt. Anyway, so that gives me brass. And so with great brass comes great responsibility. You know, no, we keep Invar on the belt. I think that's still good. But what I might do is, okay, what do I need for... Let's clean this up. And let's look at just what I need for the weapons. So weapons, 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 weapons. Okay, great. So I need basic circuit boards, electric circuits. That's also just electric circuits and carbon. That's steel, brass, Invar, and brass and Invar. Okay, so this isn't actually a difficult recipe. So what I might do is extend out the things that I need. Only extend out the ones I need. I wouldn't extend out any others. Because then once they're extended, I know exactly what I need. Okay, so I need that. I need steel, which comes from here. I need Invar plating, which is here. I need carbon, which is already extended out, interestingly enough. Well, charcoal is, but you turn charcoal into carbon. It's the same thing. It's fine. And then this never actually made it onto the belt, which is funny. Just use that one yellow just to... look, we're just going to keep processing. I want to get the burners, so... Because I know the burner heat sources, or the fluid heat sources do better jobs. So we're going to do that. We don't need plastics for this. Plastics will be required in the future. And we're not really making enough green circuits at all, but we will expand that greatly once we get to fish. I want to, oh yeah, I want to get the wood processing plant up. So I'm getting fish sorted soon. Because the sooner I get fish sorted, the sooner I get alien bacteria, and then I can really see some shit going. Okay, so up here is where we're going to be building this. Now we don't need infinite brown science, so that makes this a lot easier. We do need some, obviously, and then we need to figure out how to get it down there, and that's going to be that's not going to be too hard, actually. We'll bring it down through the middle. So, what do we need? Let's get this done. We have 20 minutes. Can we do this in 20 minutes? I think so. At the very least, we can make it in 20 minutes. I don't know if we're going to be able to have it where it needs to go, but, you know, sometimes it's about just getting stuff together. And we're going to need boilers. And we're going to need a liquefier. Just more assemblers. My favorite part about assemblers is writing ass. Okay. We've got Power lines, good. We've got most of the things we need. I like how that one is just slightly different placing. I didn't like that at all, actually, to be honest. And we're going to split that. And we're also... That's exactly what you should be doing. Just have a ship full of vulcanite, because that's why you went there. Never give up your dreams, sir. Dreams full of Vulcans. Every Star Wars fans, Star Trek fans fantasy. Can you set up regular water deliveries? Is that a thing you can do? Okay, so first things first. Let's make carbon. That's easy enough to do. In fact, hang on, are we already making carbon somewhere else? Where we are, we're making carbon there. No, we'll just make more carbon, it's fine. I'm going to have all this waste byproduct as well, which is going to be a bit of a pain. But we'll figure out what to do with that later. Oh, I guess we could always use it. No, I don't. Anyway. So we just need carbon. And for carbon, we need the boiler. Wonderful. For that, we need water. Okay. This connects to power, even though power is not super important right now. But now we have it. Okay. So we've got the carbon that we require. Yes. Fire everything into the moon. Okay, then we need to... I don't know why I said into the moon. You're not firing everything into the moon. I know that. Okay. Then we're going to go assembly, assembly. So, here we go. This is awkward. I actually can't research this yet. That was awkward. That's alright. Okay, let's just keep going. Don't need browns for long on that, but what I do need is greens. Greens can come in. Yeah. Split up. You know what? I don't quite like that. I mean, it's close to what I like. No, I don't. Do you have enough vulcanite for what you need? Or did you not bring enough? Do you need a lot more vulcanite first? Okay, weapons testing kits are almost... Oh, we've got byproducts to worry about then as well. Wonderful. We're going to use filter inserters here just to make sure that it doesn't. It will never go the wrong way that way. It'll go the wrong way this way. Look, tell you what, I can find out for you if you just give me a second. I mean, take a screenshot. I'll wait 3 more seconds. 1, 2, 3. And, oh god, there's still more, sorry. And there we go. That's what I've got. I was assured by Kiwi Hawk that that was the current thing as of a couple of weeks ago. That's when he assured me of it, so I assume it's still correct, but I could be wrong. Why? What's different on yours? Okay, so science is still coming through, 67%. We really need to enhance. Well, at some point soon, we're going to be expanding the amount of. When we get wood, we're going to expand how much we make for electronic chips, and we're actually going to make a huge block of them. It won't be enough forever, but it'll be enough for like 100 hours or so. A ridiculous number is the plan anyway. Okay, so that's those sorted out. Then I just need to get these done, which is brass, steel, and Invar. So brass is up here, which we can. Okay, actually, I do want this to be a little bit different. Tab with the plates. Oh, that's Helmod. Unleash. Is that what you mean? What do you mean, sorry? Top right. Oh, wait, top right. I don't know what you mean. These are just normal Factorio things. This isn't a mod. Oh, hey, Dagu. How you doing, buddy? Oh. Like this? Hey. I'm not sure, sorry. I don't know. I haven't downloaded anything outside of the standard things, so I'm not sure what it could be, I'm afraid. What I would probably like to do, actually, is rather than... Let's separate this just a bit so that way you can have scalability. No, you know what? Screw scalability. Scalability is for people with hope. Sure, let me know if I can help, though. I've been so helpful right now, I know, but... waste product. Do not know what I'm going to be doing with this waste product, but hey, there we go. Actually, if I go waste product on both of them, yeah, let me just go boop, boop, both of them. Oh, it's got scared. Picked up the wrong thing by mistake. Okay.
So then we've got a bunch of waste products that we have to turn back into ores at some point. For now, you know what? For now, I was going to build a box. I ain't going to build a box. I'm going to build a warehouse for it. That's how much I don't care right now. I've got 10 minutes to go. I think we'll get it done. This was actually pretty easy. I always like to just... I'm not a chef or a baker or anything, but every time like my wife looks at baking videos, they always have like these cute little bowls where they put all their ingredients in first. And I like to do that with making big projects in this game. So at the end of it, you're just like, okay, here's everything I need all together, and then you just chuck it all in really easily. You mix your wet and dry ingredients, and you're done. Okay, good. I may actually want to make those fast filter inserters. I don't know if that's required. Probably fine. Okay, so that's that done. Then I need the second part. Which is actually not too hard. I just need brass and Invar. So if I have a casting machine, and then just some pipe, get the molten brass down here. Get your brass to Mars. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna make me my brass. That's good. That's Invar, I think. Oh, I don't know the difference between Invar and steel. Doesn't matter. Probably the right one. If it's not, I'll know real quick. Let's just find out. Let's find out the old tested method where you just build it and see if it fucked up. Hey. Thank you. Okay. Brass and Invar. Let's see how hungry it is. If it's hungry, then we're right. If it's not hungry, we're wrong. Are you hungry? He's a hungry boy. He's alright. It is making more waste. Okay. Well, the good news is we were almost prepared for that. Which, honestly, that level of preparation terrifies me. And then we just put it on the tube. There it goes. And so then we have that. Then we need the... What's this? Macadamia nuts. Heck yeah, thank you. I have macadamia nuts. Okay. Focus, we've got to get this done before the end of the stream. And we're so close, we can do it. And then one more of those, which is just one of those. And then magnetic test plating, we need steel. Steel is problematic the way I've built things, so we'll do it this way. Okay, steel comes in from here. Splits. We even give myself enough room. I like how sometimes we go from times where we like have all the room in the world and we really don't care, and then we do this. Um, 24,000 seems like a lot. I think it'll be gone before you know it, though. But honestly, the first rocket is always the one that takes the longest to launch, so you'll probably be okay. I got a problem with how long this is taking. I mean, I'll speed it up, but gosh, it is taking a long time. Okay. Then we will have these two go up. See, there you go. You're already launching lots of rockets. Probably offset it that way. That's fine. What? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? This is going to be like the opposite. So it's going to be a blacklist of those things. Don't want waste products, please. Almost got hit by a train. Hey. It's doing the same thing. It doesn't need to be one of the fast inserters. It's the slowest thing I've got in my factory. And already we've used 150. That's so much waste byproduct already. Now the good news is at some point around here there will be room for iron and copper. In fact, I could just send it into the factory from here. That would actually work. Now, I want to not be carrying this stuff, please. Okay, we now have weapon science. Great. Now we just need to get it down to the search facilities, and we have got 2 minutes left. We're kind of out of time, I think. But I mean, the work's been done. Now it's just the easy part of getting it down there. Oh, it's so close. You know what? The stream does not end until we're done. I don't care anymore. I mean, it's going to be like 2 minutes. It's not actually like a big deal. I've just run out of belts is all. Again, this doesn't actually need to be on the fast red belts. It can be on the slow belts. That's fine. Run out of landfill if I do it the normal way. And with this completed, I am done! Oh shit. I broke it. I can just do that. Okay, so plasma. That's what I wanted to work on next. Don't know what it needs. I hope it doesn't need anything too crazy. It needs plenty of crazy stuff. Well, that's fine. Needs batteries. I need batteries at some point anyway, so. Ah, I never did optics. Anyway, sorry. Thank you everyone for watching today. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. If you would like to view this video later or the rest of the series, you can. You can view it on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. I upload those videos once or twice a week, so they're sometimes a few sessions behind, but they'll catch up there. I like to make sure that people can watch it at their own leisure. Um, Beyond that, I stream Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So if you'd like to watch again, that's about the time I am playing. If you've enjoyed this and you want to see more, of course, you can also follow me. I would appreciate that greatly. And no matter what decision you make tonight, I wish you well and I ask that you please take care. Bye, everyone.